Hello guys, you are welcome to my channel. Thanks so much for always watching me and being part of it. We are going to sew this office wear, and so please, if you are watching me and you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing, like and share this video. And if you are watching me and you are a beginner, I have a channel for beginners, and so you can subscribe to that channel and then you follow the videos there for beginners. And so please just check the description box, the link is there, click on it. Max Clothing for Beginners, and you can join the family. Okay, so this is going to be for the upper parts. You get it? Now the upper parts, this is shoulder, from here to here, shoulder to waist. Hope you get the shoulder to waist. And my shoulder to waist is 17. I added 1 to it for it to be 18. The 1 inch is for sewing allowance to join the down part and also to join the upper part. And then here to here is my bust divided by 4. Okay, divided by 4. So this is for back and this is for front. You get it? Bust divided by 4. So the bust divided by 4, you add about 2 or 3 inches to it. This, the bust is 48. I divided it by 4, which is 12. I added 3 inches to it to make it 15. About 2.5 here for zip allowance for the back, zip allowance. And so what I have here, you can use 2 inches or 1.5 or 1 inch for your zip allowance. Okay, and then the down part here, this one is for front, this is for back, this is for front. Okay, so the front I have from here to here 5.5. Do you get it? 5.5. And that's because of the lapel. You see the lapel is very wide, and so you can have between 4 to 6 inches, and that will be okay. And so I'm going to place the measurements at the back here, get the shape, and then I'll take the back part out and then concentrate on the front aspect. Okay, so from here we are going to put our back measurement. Measurement you are using is 17. So 17 divided by 2 is going to be 8.5. And then the 8.5, I'll add 1 to 8 to make it 9. So this is it. This is the 9. Yes, so the ½ inch is for adding sleeve to it. Do you get it? Now you see I placed the tape measure here. I did not come here because this place is zip allowance, so this is where the actual line that you have to start from. Okay, now from here I'm going to measure the armhole. The armhole is 20. 20 divided by 2 is going to be 10. Do you get it? 10. And the bust point is going to be 12. 12, so this is it. And then I have underbust. Underbust is going to be 15. I'll add ½ to 8. And this is it. So I'm going to join these lines. So I'll come here and I'm measuring the bust point, which is 12. I can make it 12.5 for half M. So I'm going to 12.5 for sewing allowance and then 15.5. You get it? So I'll come here and do the same thing. Okay. And I'm going to join the lines. So this is bust point and this one is underbust. Okay, now on this line too, I'm going to measure the 10 inches. That is for the armhole, 10 inches. I'm going to come here also. So this is for the armhole. I'm going to use this to get my armhole curve. Okay, so this is for the back. Don't forget we are taking the measurements on the back. Okay, so I'm going to put the neck width here, and I'm going to use a neck width of 3 inches. Neck width of 3 inches. 3 inches. And then for the back, I'm going to make it between 1.5 and 2 inches, but I'll make it 1.5. I'm going to join. So now the next thing to do is to place the darts on it. And so when we come here, the dart we are using is 5 inches. The 5 inches, I'm going to add half to it, so 5.5. I'll come here also and measure the same 5.5. That's the underbust. Okay, and then I'll come here and measure the same 5.5. Okay, I have this. Now this underbust, because this one is back, I'm not going to do anything at the underbust. I'll take this underback to the front part. Okay, I'm going to make it a princess dart at the back. You can just have a simple dart. Now because this is the back, if you want to use a simple dart, you just have to come up here and then measure 3 inches from this. So 1, 2, 3. You can make it 9 like this, because it's the back, like this. So you get your dart here, and then you have your ½ inch at the waistline here. You see, ½ inch here, and then another ½ inch here, making 1, right? So that's going to be for your this thing, your simple dart. This one you will not cut it, you just leave it like this. Do you get it? So this one you do it on the lining and then hold it and sew, but I'm going to make a princess dart type here. Okay, and so I'll come to this part. I'm going to do a shoulder slope of 1 inch. Do you get it? Okay, and I'm going to join it to the neck. Then from here to the armhole, I'm going to get the ½ inch. The ½ inch is 4.5. So this is it. So this one is the back. The back is very simple, and so I'm going to join it to the bust line here. So this is it. So we are going to have this to be the princess dart for the back. And so let me join it this way, because at the end of the day, this is where I'm going to be. You see, so this is it. So I'll cut it from here. I'm going to add ½ inch to the armhole, because if I cut, it's not going to meet exactly. So I'll add ½ inch to it, so that when I cut and I'm joining it, everything will meet. So let me bring it here like this. Yes, new armhole. Okay, so this is it. And so when I cut, I'm going to cut here, and then I'll cut here. Now, because of what we have done, I'm not going to cut now. I will take it out, do the front part, then place it, and then cut it separately. But before then, let me place my my measurement on it. So the bust is 12, right? And then 2 inches allowance. So that's okay. We'll leave it like that, and then we'll come to the waistline. The waist is 40. 40 divided by 2 is going to be 10. Now when I measure here, what I have here is 1 inch. Do you get it? 1 inch. And so plus the 10 is going to be 11. And so 11 here. Then I'll add 2 inches to it, making it 13. So 13 here. So this is it. You see? So as for this, I'm going to leave it like that. The armhole, I'm going to leave it like that, and then I'll join it. I'm going to put the back one aside, and we are going to work on the front part. I'm going to repeat some of the measurements I have at the back on the front one. Get the middle, which is 4.5, And because it's the front part, I'm going to come in by I'm going to come in like this by 0.5, so that when you fix the sleeve, you will not get the front part folding. The front part will lie flat. Do you get it? Just as we have in the picture. So I'm going to join this to the 0.5, and then join it this way. So you see, so this is for front, this is back armhole. Okay, now with the front neck also, I'm going to come down 3 inches instead of the 1.5 we did for the other one, but this one is going to be lapel, so at the end of the day everything will be taken care of. So 3 inches here. Okay, the princess that, so you're not going to do much here. I'm going to have 1 inch here, and then I'll have 1 inch here, so 2 inches. I'll come here 1/2 inch, because you remember the other one I did it 1/2 inch, and then come here also 1/2 inch. So this is the waistline, 1/2, but at the underbust 1/1. Do you get it? I will use this one to join it. This is the 1/2 inch here. So what you are going to do is you are going to come up here 1/2 inch. Do you get it? We'll come here 1/2 inch. It's going to be on this line, and then we'll come here 1 inch. 1 inch, also like this. You get it? With this straight ruler, I'm going to join it to the bust part, the bust line, and then I'm going to use this one to join it. Then I'll use this one also to join this. So this is it. You see, so it's here and here. Now you see the other one, the back one, we added 1/2 inch. We are going to add, because of this, we are going to add 1 inch to this. Is this line we are going to add a 1 inch to, not this one. You get it? So we'll stand here exactly on this line, then we'll add a 1 inch. So you see that the 1 inch is exactly on this. This one. So at the end of the day, we are going to cut it from here. After fixing the sleeve, everything will be taken care of. So when you cut it here, after everything is going to be taken care of. So now we are going to add the measurements. And so with the waist 10 plus the 1 making 11 plus 2 making 13. Now we'll come to the bust. We'll leave it like that because we are going to join. And because of the one in this here is 2 inches. Do you get it? So we are not going to place it like that. We placed 1 here because here is 1. So we are going to add 1 inch to it. So let's say here is 2 inches. The measurement at the waistline is the same thing we are going to use here. So 2 plus the 12. So 2 plus 10 is going to be 12. Do you get it? It's going to be 12. And so the 12 is going to be here. And then plus another 2, making 14. That's 2 inches for allowance. So 14. So it's going to be here. Do you get it? So the 14 is going to be here. Now after sewing everything, it's going to be equal with the back one. So you don't have to worry about it. You see? So at the end of the day, you are going to cut this. Bear in mind, we will cut this one. And so when you cut it, the 2 inches we added is going to take care of here. Do you get it? And everything will be okay. at the front parts, we are going to have our breaking point. When you look at the style, the breaking point is at the waist. Do you get it? And so it's going to be on top. It's going to overlap on top. So what I'm going to do is mark 2 inches here for zip allowance. I'm going to mark 2 inches here for buttons. This one will overlap inside. So I'll mark 2 inches, and then 2 inches. I decided to stop here. So the 2 inches is here, and I'm going to use my skirt curve to come here. This is where the neckline, the 3 inches is. So let me measure the 3 inches very well. This is where the 3 inches is, and so I'm going to draw a straight line. Do you get it? Okay. And so what I'm going to do, you can decide to use a curve and then stand here and mark it straight to the 2 inches. Do you get it? Or you can also decide to use a straight ruler to do it. However you want it, that is okay. I'm going to use a straight ruler for this. The 2 inches here. So I'm going to cut this, like I said. I'm going to cut here. I'm going to cut this. Okay, then I'm going to cut this here. So this is for the side. I'm going to cut this one also. I'm going to cut here. I'm cutting. I'm cutting here. For the front part. Now let's get to the back part. Now I'm going to cut the down parts. So this is for the down part, and that is waist to the length of the dress. And so the length is 40. When I deduct the 17, that is shoulder to waist from it, it's going to be left with 23. What I have here is 25 because I'm going to pull 1.5 in, and then the 1/2 inch I'm going to use it to hold the upper part. So this is it. So this part is going to be our waist. Now the hip to 48. Okay, so 48, and it's the same thing. When you measure here is 15. 48 plus 3 making 51 inch for that, 2 inches for allowance. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my hip. The hip is 9, so I'll place it here and measure 9. What you're going to do is I'm going to take the front part and I'm going to join and see how the dart measurement. That's 4 inches. 4.5 is going to be 4.5 here. So at the end of the day, that will be 9. It's going to be 4.5. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place that 9 here, but because I will sew it, I'm going to make it, instead of 9, I'm going to make it 10. So that's going to be 5. So I'm going to place 5 inches here because I want at the end of the day, when I fix the upper part to the down part, the dart will meet equally. So I'm going to make it 5 here. So 5, when I sew half on it, is going to be 9 at the end of the day. You get it? And so 5 here also. Now this dart is going to be all the way down. So here you come here like this, 0.5 here, and then 0.5 here to make the 1. And so the next thing to do is join this. If you are using this dart, then it means you are going to come up like 2 inches, and then you are going to join it from there, because your dart is not supposed to be exactly at your butt. Join it here and then join it here, you see, and then you hold it. But no, this dart is going to be straight. So now let's put this aside and then come to the waist. The waist is 40 divided by 4, and that's going to be 10, and because of the 1 here is going to be 11. So 11 inches plus 2 is going to be what? 13. 2 inches for allowance. You can make it 1 inch or 1.5. The same 1 inch will also be here, because I'm going to place a 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch here, and so I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'll come to the down. The down part, you can decide to make it pencil, you can decide to have it straight, but the only thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take 1 inch from the down part, because I don't want it to be too pencil. You get it? Okay, and that's going to be it. So I'm going to cut it. So this is it, and so the next thing to do is to place this on lining and cut lining for it. So I'll place it on a lining and cut lining for it, and then I'll show it to you. So I'm going to cut lining for all. Okay, so I'll do that and show you, but before then I'm going to cut the, how do you call it, the sleeve. So we're going to use this one for our sleeve. The armhole is 10 plus 2 is going to be 12. So I have like 12.5 here, plus 2 for extra allowance. You get it? The length, this is short sleeve. This is 16. I'm not going to use exactly 16. What I'm going to use is 10 inches. Then I'm going to reduce this so that so I'm going to make it up to 12. I'm going to make it 12.5 here. Here, and measure 4 inches for armhole. That is the standard measurement for armhole. This one I'm going to use my hand to draw, and I'm going to draw it this way from here. And so just as we created a front armhole for the dress, we are going to do the same thing for the sleeve. So we are going to measure this curve that we've made and then get the midpoint of it. And so this is going to be, that's 14, so that's going to be 7. Now I'm going to come in here by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to join it this way. Arm width, we are going to have 16, and so instead of measuring exactly 8, we are going to add 2 inches to 8 for allowance. So you see me, I like 2 inches allowance. Yes, that works perfectly for me. Okay, so this is it. And I'm going to open it up. Now this, you need to ensure which side is, so this is going to be the wrong side. Here is the wrong side. You get it? And where we marked 2, because they are the same fabric, front and back the same, so you need to mark it so that you don't confuse yourself. Wrong side. So here has become the right side, here has become the right side. So let's turn the right side, and then let's this one, the right side of this, face it. So right side facing right side. Okay, and so that when you cut, you get different sleeves for each of the arm. So this is it. And so when we join it together, so you see this one is high, so this one is going to the back, this is coming to the front. It helps after sewing everything. When you wear, you don't see the front parts folding. Everything lies flat. Same here, wrong side. So join it this way, and you see, so you see it has 10. So when I do it this way, you see, so this is for one sleeve, this is for another. So you see, this is it. So you are going to cut lining for this one also. And so in our next video, which is going to be the sewing part, I'm going to add the lining to it. I'll be cutting the lining off camera, add it to it, and then show you how to join it together. So please subscribe for me. Thanks for watching. Have a blessed day. Bye bye.